Away. Away with that. You read Jordan line, please. So you have to say, mate. Do me a favour line now, please.
You're part of the protest group. The chap needs to get.
Go on, we've got a legal observer there.
You've got one. You need to go over there, other side of that map, over there. Get over there. You're part of that group.
You're assaulting me, please.
I'm not assaulting you. I'm moving you, and I'm helping you into that line. I could arrest you, but I'm not going to arrest you. So it's in your benefit. Are you drunk? You've been drinking this morning? You've been drinking this morning?
No, I've not.
You've been drinking this morning?
No, I've not.
You've been drinking?
I've had tea.
You've arrived in your car?
No, I've not.
You've arrived in your car this morning? You've had a drink, haven't you? You've had a drink this morning. Where's your car? Been drinking this morning?
No, I've not.
You just said to me you've had 2 drinks.
No, I've not.
You just said that you've had 2 drinks.
I've got it on camera.
Yeah, you just said to me you've had 2 drinks.
No,
I can smell alcohol in your breath and you've come in a car.
No,
when did you have your drinks this morning?
Am I being arrested, officer?
No, I'm making inquiries, see if you're unfit. Hey, Stephen, will you listen to me? Listen to me. Just get the... not going anywhere. You've been detained at this moment in time. Have you got this lad that's coming in the car this morning? I can smell alcohol on his breath. He's already admitted to having a drink.
No. I've got it on film.
Yeah,
I've not had a drink at all. I've had tea this morning, officer.
We've got two officers. Yeah, and we'll.
We've lost quite most of mine. I've gone down watching M3.
Right.
I've lost most of my cereal.
Okay, your car is down there, Stephen, is it not? Your blue Mercedes. Where have you had a drink this morning?
I have not. I've told you. I've had tea this morning.
Daniel, can you go and join that group, please?
Yeah, I've literally just woke up, mate.
Yeah, can you go and join that group, please? You're going to put there, you know what it is? Stephen's had a drink this morning.
No, I've not. I had tea this morning. You can check with the whole camp.
When have you had a drink? Can you, and he's under arrest?
Why are you shouting at me?
Because you're mithering me.
Am I being detained?
You're detained this moment in time to ascertain whether or not you've been drink driving. It's as simple as that. I can smell alcohol in your breath. And we're going to walk down there. And do you consent to a roadside breath test?
No.
You don't?
No.
Right then. I'm going to stop here. Just come to this wagon here. I'm going to...
Am I under arrest?
You're detained. It's as simple as that. You're detained.
Am I under arrest?
You're detained.
Am I under arrest?
You are detained for this purpose.
It's a simple question.
Have you got in there? Yeah, you are detained. Have you got any staff in there? Have you got a breath kit in there? Right. You're detained for just 1 minute.
I'm a pedestrian on a public footpath. I'm a pedestrian on a public footpath.
Just get 2 staff here.
I'm a pedestrian.
They're going to go through the drink drive procedure with you.
I'm a pedestrian on a public footpath.
Okay. Short officers here.
I'm a pedestrian on a public footpath.
You've also been drinking and you've also come in your car this morning.
I'm a pedestrian on a public footpath.
See, got 2 gents here, and can you go through? This chap has arrived in the car this morning. He's been drinking. Can you go through the drink drive procedure with him? Because I suspect that he's arrived here drunk in a car this morning. So we go through that process. There's a breath kit over there. You're all right with that? One other officer just stays with this chap here because he's been quite vociferous this morning.
I'm a pedestrian on a public footpath, officer.
Believe that you've been driving here.
Well, you would need to locate a motor vehicle then to prove that.
You're right to go through that procedure.
So I'm going to carry out a roadside breathalyzer procedure.
I've not been driving, officer, so I've no reason to.
You have. So I'm going to ask you to provide a specimen of breath.
I'm a pedestrian on a public footpath. You have not detained me behind the wheel, officer.
You don't have to be behind the wheel. If we suspect you've been driving whilst drinking.
At this moment in time, we're only asking you to provide a specimen of breath.
What for? I'm not driving.
You're not under arrest. If you refuse to provide a specimen of
breath, you will be arrested.
You will be arrested. It is an offence to refuse to provide. Do you consent to provide a specimen of breath?
I do not consent.
Okay, you do not consent, just confirm that.
I do not consent.
not
I'm going to ask you again that
6698, I do not
6698,
consent because I am not driving, I'm on a public footpath.
you don't need to be driving. It's suspicious you've driven here whilst under the influence of alcohol.
You're required to provide a specimen.
I'm on a public footpath. I'm being detained
It's a highway.
unlawfully.
It's a highway.
It's a public footpath.
Okay.
There are signs at the top of the road I can point out to you.
Are you going to provide a specimen of breath?
I am not driving.
Are you going to provide a specimen of breath analysis?
I am not
is your last
driving.
opportunity. You will be arrested.
Failure to provide a specimen of breath will render you
If I-
liable to will render
If
you-
I gave you a
listen to me.
specimen of breath,
Yeah.
I'm not driving, I'm not committing any kind of offence.
Yes or no?
Right.
You're going to provide a specimen,
These are your
yes
two
or no?
options. You could consent to provide a specimen of breath for analysis. You've been seen driving this morning. We suspect you've been drinking.
Absolutely not, that's
You
a lie,
cannot
officer.
provide to provide.
That's a lie,
You
officer.
cannot provide. You
That's a
cannot,
lie, officer.
You cannot consent to provide a specimen of breath. If you do not consent, this is your last warning. You will be arrested for failing to provide a specimen of breath. Do you consent to provide a specimen?
I
of
do
breath?
not consent to provide a
Then
specimen
you're
of
under
breath.
arrest for failing to provide a specimen of breath. You don't have to say anything that may harm your defence. I mention when questioned, something to which later in court. Anything
Can I
you do
just
say,
turn that